So anytime I'm playing this game, or any other puzzle game for the channel, I usually like to do each one of the puzzles over and over and over to make sure that, for the video, I can do them all on my first try. However, I did have a few people asking last time if I could maybe go in a little bit more blind than usual. Hence, for this, I have not practiced any one of the levels. And that means that the last time I solved anything in Possess was, what, a good month and a half ago because of my terrible, terrible schedule at putting out videos? Maybe that'll make it a little bit more interesting, but part of the reason why I like to do the whole practice thing is because I know there's nothing more frustrating than watching somebody fumble around with a puzzle that you solved yourself 20 minutes ago. Well, anyway, also it makes me look a lot smarter, you know, when I just get it immediately. So Possess. Well, Possess. Yeah, it's very similar to the last player world where you are able to control blocks that are more like blocks, but now you can also switch your consciousness between the player character and, well, anything that has those eyeballs on it. And this entire thing is just teaching you all the normal rules still do apply, which means that what I need to do to actually solve this is get in a position where I can kind of like push this down, you know? So like here, there, and that'll turn it into a block that I can go into without accidentally possessing it. All right, now we got 3 different versions of the player character, and pretty much all I want to do is make sure that I can get each one of these guys out of here to use as a proper block, which is as simple as doing that. However, I do still need to get in here as well, but that's actually as easy as just doing this. Just kind of keep floating your consciousness through each one of these squares, and it'll all work out just fine. All right. You can clearly see what this is getting at. The idea that I can't play as this character because it's going to push this thing into here, which means that I need to go push the player character guy into a little bit better position so as to possess him, but in a way that I can actually, you know, manipulate around somewhat. And that should do it. So there. Now just do the old push right in there, pushing against solid objects, makes that easy. And of course, we still have all the same player character stuff going on here. But the idea here is supposed to be that I want to go in here, use that to absorb that, then kind of like switch back and forth yet again so as to try and get this block out. And there we go. Now I still do need to, of course, get the yeah, that should do it. Still do need to get the other one there just to because even when it's not being possessed, it still does count as a block, so it's all good. And so far it's simple, but I remember at this point in time in the game that it was getting so much more difficult for me to actually start solving this stuff. And I do think, yeah, I'm pretty sure that you just want me to do it like this, say, well, not quite like that, but of that style, right? Or I want to use the whole push against the wall. Anyway, I'm just saying that I'm expecting it to get a lot more difficult from here on out. But yeah. The scale does not matter where you're pushing them from as long as it's still a solid object you're pushing up against. Same thing with the transfer levels from a while back. It was actually quite a while back. Man, I've really been blowing through this game, but we'll see how long that lasts. Also, yes, go back to the hub. The unique animation for getting into here as well. Although I do think that was also in player. Man, I should stop having so much time in between each one of these levels. Yeah, no, you still did have the same possession thing. It's just you didn't possess multiple things in the previous world. Once again, I should stop having so much time in between each one of these videos, but such is by nature. Anyway. Okay. We've all seen this one before. Same basic thing where I'm just trying to get a solid object to go up against. Although I suppose one of the things I do need to do is make it a little bit more, I don't know, to do it from different side, I guess. I don't know why I blanked on words there for a moment. All right, push that here, push that here. Because the idea is supposed to be, of course, oh, wait. Yeah, I don't actually want to push that there. I want to push it against the other side. And then you use the old center trick. And then I can go from... then I can, like, you know, push stuff from the top and or bottom or whatever. I mean, I can also just do it. Thinking about it right now, probably the easier thing to do even is to just push stuff into it rather than trying to go from the side instead. Because this will still work the exact same way. Same thing with absorbing, or possessing, whatever you want to call it. That means I can just go right in here. All right. I do always love puzzle games where you have to figure out, like, okay, did I have to show my work in a way that I never thought that I really would have to in... Oh, yes, I see. Okay, I see what you want me to do. You want me to, not like that. You want me to push these in a way where there are two on the bottom, and then same thing, but on the top of this one. So let's push you from here. I can... No. Better way to do this. Push this in from this side, go from the top. There, that creates a solid wall, and now these two I can push in from the right side, and that'll create a solid wall for me to possess. There you go. Took me a second. I got it though. All right. What I got for the extra difficult puzzles though, because once again, that's of course sort of the thing now, isn't it? All right. Yeah, no, this is not a very difficult one because all you want to do is just absorb enough of these things. Oh, but yeah. All right, I see what it wants me to do because yeah, you will push them out unless you don't have space to be able to push them out, and that's the real kicker. Which I think I should be able to do like from up on the top here, from up on the rooftops, Christmas songs. Okay. And then one here, and this will create a solid enough barrier to allow me to possess that. And then, oh god, no, this is the toughest puzzle. Yeah, okay. Strength puzzle, as I always like to call it. Now, this is fun. But yeah, I see exactly where they want me to go with this immediately. Yeah. Should I be... Oh, we got a lot of space in here, don't we? But like, yeah, alright, so number one thing I suppose I could probably do is just kind of push everything in here. Be able to possess it by making sure that there's not enough space for things to happen. That'll allow me to possess that. Now, the real question, though, is... Yeah, I mean, I think the thing they actually want me to do is have a bunch of the possessable blocks on the bottom here, right? And then have the next block be a non-possessable block with the idea that you are going to, you know, run into that, be unable to possess it, and that means that I can go possess the blank thing first. That's kind of what I call, like, all I need to do is just have this be the first one, really. And by possessing the blank one, then that'll mean that I can, you know, like, eat block. However, the real question, though, is, how am I going to do this now? Yeah, I can... a little bit stickier, trickier of a puzzle than I thought. Of course, is it really, though? Just go in from the other side, yeah? Yeah, right? Okay, well, I'm dumb. See, this is why, again, this is why I'm supposed to do these ahead of time so I don't make this sort of mistake. And instead, I do it all perfectly, and everybody's really impressed when they all see me do it like, oh man, he's so smart and cool. And great. He's truly my favorite YouTube stream man. YouTube and stream man. All right, well, that already opened up that one, and that opened up another one of the very fun side levels. I don't know which one that is. By the way, the previous one here, these are called the friend side levels, which I find amusing. I don't know why. Something about the phrase friend side is pretty good. All right. So the deal here, I'm noticing right now. Yeah, let me guess. It is very simply just the transfer puzzle. Yeah, okay. Yeah, all right. You're not fooling me. You are not fooling me, game. You just push them right against each other. It's simple. All right. So I'm seeing it is a possessable recursive box within a box. Basically, what I'm going to want to do, though, is line up boxes so that it creates a solid, you know, impassable sort of thing. And then kind of just go right from here. Oh, although that does not possess, but that does absorb one block. Absorbing one block is not that big of a deal, though. Just kind of go from the bottom, and this should all be solid enough to make work. There you go. So incredibly smart. Anyway, there we go. Yeah, I mean, just create like solid recursive boxes. It's every door is an entrance and an exit. Well, every side is an entrance and an exit. I don't know if that really helps at all, but I think that, you know, yeah, when you throw it into the, not this one. Which one was it? No. Yes. It's so obvious, like, how everything works. It's just 4 separate rooms when you look at them like this and that way. Colons representing the possessible blocks. But of course, it is a lot easier to kind of figure out when you look at it like this. All right, well, immediately, obviously one of the things I can do is like do this. Then can I just like possess this and reabsorb it? Yeah. Yeah, why not? Why wouldn't it work that way? No, but really, why wouldn't it work that way? All right. And then we'll just kind of like go and do the same basic thing, but in reverse. Advanced block absorption. Because yeah, it's like there's space when you're going in there, even though of course it doesn't look like it physically. Literally, there is space. It just, you got to look at it like the roguelike style, right? All right. So I see a recursive block. I also see flippy blocks. Good old fun flippy blocks. All right. You can clearly see where they're kind of going with this. They want you to put this one down here, flip this one to be that way, and then flip that one. Okay, so I need to go flip both of those. I can possess that, but they also purposely make it very difficult to get any block back because of this like little snake motion here. A little snake motion makes it hard to push things out, but it's a good thing that the possess block here has, you know, a very easy sort of way to fix that. Yoop. And there we go. Still need to go repossess this. And because that went through a recursive block or clone block or whatever, that should pretty much work in the exact same way. I mean, flipping things around. And same basic concept. Now I just want to go possess this one, push this in the corner, and that's it. Yeah, that's kind of the entire thing, right? I don't see any way that I could have wanged this here. And just make sure that you got the... I mean, hey, your own body is a resource. I suppose you can look at it like that, right? In some ways. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Look at this clever little puzzle. Sort of a spin on the... One of the flip puzzles I remember that I had just an ungodly amount of trouble with for, I'll be honest, no reason. It really was not that difficult. All right. Go get here. I want to get you okay. First off, actually, let's restart that one. Cause pretty much what I'd like to do is I'd like to go absorb myself into this one and then figure out how to trying to think like what's the best way to do this? What's the best way to do this? I got another confession to make. That I'm a fool. What's the best way to do this? Go possess this one then. There we go. Unfortunately, that does leave it kind of in a bad position though, right? And that's not... Because, I mean, I suppose I can go in either one of these, really. Because what I want to do is I want to get this top one in the top of this one, really. Make that sort of motion in the upper right corner. But of course... It's not going to be that easy. What I could do is I could end up pushing it out. I can also flip things around and everything like that. Here, let's go flip this one around immediately. So that I can unflip it I can be a little bit more flippant with how I do stuff. In fact, neither of these things really need to be flipped. And then just reflip that one. Yeah, this should work. Although, what I'm going to want to do is actually pull this one away from the wall, push this one down here so that I can go inside of it. And then... No, not like that. It's a good idea, though. It's certainly a good idea. So, what I can do, I just got to be a little bit more flippant about how I'm doing this. Yes, no. Yes, though. Yeah. Almost. Like, I want to get... I don't even think I really need to do it like this, to be perfectly honest. It's just clear that... I don't know, is there any way that I can just kind of like push this up here? No. Well, do it like that, I suppose. But that's also not really very helpful now, isn't it very helpful, though? Yeah, no, it's not very helpful when I do it like that. Oh, much like the original flip puzzle that I'm suddenly having a lot of problems with this one, too. Oh, boy. Well, here, let's just immediately go, I don't know, possess this one. All right. What if I were to just go and push this one in here, then? No, that's going to create... Okay, I think I see. I think I see how I want to do this one. We'll go possess you. Get down here so I can possess you. Get you over here. And actually, no, even before that, I do want to get this one flipped. Yeah, because it's got to be the opposite direction because I'm going to want to flip you then. I can just flip it the other way. Yeah, that's easy. Okay. Now, from here, unflip. From here, unflip. I want to get it in the right position. But yeah, no, that should be the right position. All right, possess this one, and there we go. Oh, man. Yeah, the idea there was just that I need to just get to the point where I could be able to possess the things in the first place, and that kind of tripped me up for a second. But I got it. I got it, no problem. Look at this. Look at this absurd sort of puzzle. So the only thing I can do is left, up, and down, right? I suppose technically on possessing this one. Yeah, you can do it like this. All right, and this is the entire thing is going to be just sort of getting into the middle here, right? But how do I want to do this exactly? What I need to do is I need to eventually get 3 of... Yeah, let me take a look here. All right. Oh, if I do it like this... No, actually, no, I really got to go 1. Get you out here. Now get you in here. Here, let's just go from the middle. There we are. That'll work for that. However, part of the problem is that I do need to get the other 2. I do need to go get the other 2 blocks in there. However, that shouldn't be too difficult. Because really, one of the things I can do is just, you know, be able to possess the green one. Yeah, be able to possess the green one while there is already a block out there. Because all I really need to do is just go get one of these guys here. Now there's already a block out there, and that will possess just fine. Yes, exactly. Exactly of that sort. Well, actually, wait, before I do that, push that one back in the middle. Back on there. Possess. Back. Up. Put that one in the middle, and then go right in the middle. There you go. Actually, very simple. It's just the idea is you got to remember how exactly everything works. How you can get blocks in a way that they're going to be absorbed by other blocks and all that. Oh, yes. This one very similar. Okay, so 1. That's not going to be very useful. But as you can see here, we're looking at another type of... I don't even know what you call it. That one type of level that you do the things with. A loop world level. Right? I mean, it's like really, yeah. Just kind of like push it out here. I think okay. So basically, the puzzle Because that should still work like this, right? Okay. The puzzle is going to be figuring out how to get inside of there in a way where I don't accidentally, like, just push the blocks outside of the recursive block. At least that's the way I see it here. But as it is, the looping should still work the exact same and everything. But the question is how do I do this? How do I do this? I think I want this one up in the... I want it up in the top? No, I don't want it up in the top. What I want is the one going down to be on the block right to the left of me. Yeah. And then I want this block to be like right here. So then what I'll be able to do is from the entrance block, which I'm just gonna, I don't know, like grab out right here. And then go and push into the position I need it to be at. I mean, the thing is, as of right now, yeah, let me just take a look here real quick. Push this one over here. Actually, I guess I can't really push that one over there, but can push this one over here. Like this sort of basic do. Yeah, and then I just go get the green one down here. But where am I about to screw something up? Because as you can see, I mean, I suppose actually what I can really do is I can push this up even one more block, right? Well, push it over a little bit more because I can't push from the solid wall block down there, but yeah, there's no reason why this shouldn't work, right? The major thing that I'm going to want to do is make sure that I want to actually have the exit out in the place where it's accessible. And two, after, yeah, push that one up against the wall, which good news, it already is pushed up against the wall. Several walls, in fact. Great. All right. So what now? It's another of the same basic thing. I got a recursive block. I got like pushable sort of things. I can go push these things in and out. That will pretty much hold like one piece of the puzzle. Although they do have two different exits from each side. But yes, that'll hold one piece of the puzzle. Looks like here the idea is that I'm going to go down here, possess this, and that's going to send me into... Well, I guess the idea is supposed to be that it's going to send me down into... Here, just real quick, right now. Okay, so that needs to be flipped to the other side. But if that's one, if that one in the bottom left corner is flipped to the other side, that should mean that it will face the correct way. Now, curious. All right, it's always going to flip incorrectly. And that comes out the opposite side because they're flipped. Okay. Now, there is obviously... I don't know, it does seem like they really want you to have... Well, let's go push these in a way where I can get them all next to each other in whatever way they apparently want me to do that. All right, so... I mean, it's like, yeah, you got that little hold square there. I'm just noticing. And then ultimately, one of the dumb things that I should be able to do is... Here, let me mess around with this for right now. So, for example... And I should be able to just kind of like go in here. But then that doesn't really do anything for me. Yeah, because I guess taking a look at it right now, from the top, and I think that might actually be the sort of kicker here. From the top, I would need to go push out the recursive block in a way that... Because when I'm controlling it, I have control over pushing things in and outside of the box. However, when I'm not inside of it, that's not the case. That's just, you know. Such is the way of the world. All right, so taking a look here, of course. What's gonna be the entrance point? Because seemingly it's gonna be that one that I just pushed over to the tuning fork shaped shape right there. All right, let's go start here. Push that one down. Get the Tetris block shape thing in there. And then finally you can just push this one over here. And like that's going to be pretty much how, actually that's not going to be how I want to line that up. I want to do it the opposite way. I want to get it on the opposite end. But there's the bit. However, unfortunately, they're all the wrong way. Which is sort of a problem. However, will they be the right way when I get them to the other side? No. They will not. But yeah, I need them all flipped in a different direction. So what do you do to make this one work? Of course, is going to be the question here. And the answer is, I don't know. Actually, no, I do know. That was entirely factually untrue. I'm sorry to lie to you like that because I can push these through here twice, basically. Yeah, because by pushing them through there, that will end up flipping them yet again because it's still a recursive block and it's still a flipped recursive block. So there you go. Observe, in fact. Yeah, okay, that was me just being stupid, I suppose. It's a fairly obvious sort of a solution to the puzzle, as you know. See, and then just push it through one more time and it gets undouble, reversed in a different way, and there you go. That's the entire solution to the puzzle. Ugh. Yeah, that was a lot simpler than I thought it was going to be. I don't know why. I was looking at it in a way that did not really, help me too much. Oh, I actually recognize these ones. These are 1. That's right. 1. Oh boy. All right, so what are we doing here? Well, obviously that means that I need to go. So to start with, don't want to push that there. What I want to do is I think what I want to do, go push these out here. I want to push every one of the red blocks onto the upper left block corner, which, I mean, and now that I'm thinking about it, I do actually just have the ability to kind of like go into each one of these squares. Yeah, I just didn't want to get anything trapped on the sides. Is what I was worried about there for the moment, and then I realized, wait a second, you can just kind of go in and then leave the blocks. There we are. A very minimalist sort of puzzle, and I think this is the exact same sort of thing. Oh, that is a reference block, or a copy block, clone block. I'm forgetting the actual names for each one of these things here. All right, but that's like actually pretty easy because, you just push that in there. And then I should just be able to, well, actually not even do that. What I can do then is I can just like push something there. Push something there. Now, do I want to go from this side? Yeah, it should be totally fine. Actually, I can just do it like that and then do it like this. Cute way to make that one work. Oh, wow. Look at this. Okay, so the idea here is it's going to be loop, because each one of those are on a clone block, and then I'm the block they're pushing it onto. All right, well, this is not that difficult, really. Just go in from here. Yeah, and that one doesn't even, like, change. Neither does that one. Do like that sort of thing, do like that sort of thing, and then, do it the other way. But you know what I'm saying here? Okay, instead, oh no, I did not even mean to solve it like that. I was just about to come up with the actual solution, taking a look at each one of the pieces, and then it's just like, oh, whoops, nope, already did it. Let me take a look here. What's going on? Okay, so number 1, obviously, and you are a 1 block, which means obviously just kind of like go push this in here, possess. Push it right out, possess that one. Then from here... All right, I can go from... what I can do is I can, like... You know, go repossess the thing. How do I do this? How do I do this? What's the idea? What's the shtick here? Well, okay, what I need to do is I need to get up against the wall so I can push that, like, in there. That is a what... Due to the stupid way that works, though, that is a one-way ticket into that thing. So you gotta kind of have solved the actual puzzle before you do anything else with that. That should just mean, like, push that in there. And then just push that right there. And then I think I see what they want me to do here. Yeah. All right, so the bit is what you want to do is you want to make sure that you have things filled up enough. Although, like, I keep forgetting the way that you need to actually do this. Can I just push it over here? Yeah, this should do it. Push that in there, push that in there, and there. From there, I think that's pretty much all I need to do. I just need to make sure that I get the block out of here. Which can I... No, I can't actually do that. In fact, I don't even know what I was thinking, really. How to do this? How to do this? I'm trying to think of, like, is there a way, is there, like, a specific area that I could get into to try and possess the... I mean, what I can do is I can go, like, repossess this. If I wanted to. Do I want to? No, I don't think so. Somehow I got the... I'm imagining that is not in fact... Yeah, it's like, okay. Because it's like, what... If I possess the other block... What I can do, of course... how do I even want to... Like, let me think here. I got one block possessed. Because, okay, yeah, if I'm completely... Yeah, I think I'm just looking at this in a stupid way. Because ultimately what you want to do is you just want to get up here so that you can absorb this block and then get in here. And then you just want to make sure that you have another... Okay, that's actually way simpler than whatever I was trying to think of doing. Alright, so can't really do anything with that then. Can do stuff with, like, this, though. Where, frankly, it's just like, yeah. What I could do is I could just leave my other body there, and then just kind of, like, not like that, but like this, and solve the puzzle. I don't think I necessarily need to have the other body. I could have just used the regular box to do that, but whatever. I feel like using the corpse of the other character and then just, like, pushing that into the proper place. Oh, whatever, let's go into the next area. Wall. Put another brick in it. I think you can see exactly where this is going. It's the sort of natural conclusion to being able to possess things. Now you can possess a wall. And it is a wall. Walls cannot solve levels. I do remember that only too well. And then, of course, the shtick here is that, you know, you gotta figure, once you are no longer possessing it, it still does work as a wall. Alright. Same basic thing here. Where it's like, just gotta make sure that I can get in a position where I get the walls in a position to continue the level. Same basic thing here. So the idea here is, you know, push that on there, go back, there you go. I mean, that's I say that, but yeah, that does mean that they can hide puzzle elements underneath that as well, which is a lot of fun. I do believe you also can, like, go inside of things. You do conform to the wall, whatever it might be. Alright, but unfortunately that means that basically where they want me to go with this is to do this whole, like, as a wall, you're a solid object, and by using yourself as a solid object, try to do this correctly, you can, like, you know, push yourself against it. It's like, yeah, you just gotta think of it like, hey, it is, okay, let me try that one again, because basically what I want to do is I just want to have that there. Just do the old, like, flip around sort of deal. There we are. And that creates a solid wall for me to push this against. Good stuff. Same basic concept here, too. Except the problem is that, you know, you don't really have the same sort of ability to push against other things as you did with the previous whatever, except don't you? Although I suppose I didn't even really need to do that. I can just kind of use each one of the walls to sort of faff about with it. I mean, in fact, that also had the puzzle. Oh, whatever. Look, here's the thing. Walls are powerful objects. Extremely powerful objects. And that means that you can just kind of like possess them on the fly. Unlike usual, where you need to be in, you know, a very specific way to actually possess stuff. Wow, that was actually almost enough to just end the level right here. How about that? Let's go into it. Okay, starting out on the wall. Anything underneath you? No. Anything underneath you? Well, yeah, that's the bit there. And then, same basic thing. I just want to make sure that I create a wall then, so I can go into here. And then don't get in the middle, so that I make sure that I can just kind of push that out. There we go. Walls can't be used to solve puzzle elements, though, which is kind of an important thing. Oh, got another one of the ASCII levels coming up here, but not yet. Oh, man, I think with this whole, like, no practicing thing that I'm probably going to have to only do 2 worlds in each one of these videos, which is fine, because I think there might only be, like, 2 worlds left. 3 or so. All right. Yeah, I actually, like, no, I super saw this coming in one of the previous levels. This is one of the things I was trying to do, which is create, like, a wall of things to be able to possess stuff like that. There. When you have 2 walls that you can possess, you can kind of maneuver everything around where you need them to be. Yes. So how large is this one? Fairly large, but you can already kind of see where they're going with this. The idea being that you need to get like both of the walls on either side, for example, to create like a 2 solid surfaces to push yourself onto the actual thing itself. So that is going to push that one on there. How to do this? Well, let's get you against like one of the left walls. All right. Now from there, I can just kind of possess that. Now here, however, it is like a little, I mean, it really though. Yeah, I see. Okay, I see what you want me to do. You want me to try and instead, I mean, it's a good idea, certainly. However, what you want me to do is you want me to get it like 1 more there. You know, like not quite on the wall that is being possessed. But like if I can get it 1 more inside, and I don't, let me think. Doing a big think here. Actually, you know, nah, it's got to be in the middle to start with, because, you know, that's just how that's just how, like, the whole center concept works. If I push you in here, yeah, what I'd like to do is I'd like to not get it like that, but... Wait, what am I doing? I have 2 different... Okay, I forgot. Right. I totally forgot here. It's just like, yo, when you have 2 different wall pieces, you can maneuver the wall anywhere you want it to be. That includes inside of another block. which, you know, when you say it like that, is fairly obvious. But, what can I say? See here, I got 3 different blocks. Got 2 to push down there, and then 1 here. All right. So the idea here is that I want to try and get like both of these down here. In fact, I think I do want to start with this one right here. And then I want to bring the second wall piece with me. Kind of. Now, you're going to be real tricky, aren't you now? But that's okay, because I can do this. And that'll like work to a certain extent. How do I want to do this then? Because I can clearly see, like, again, you can maneuver stuff around any way that you want to. I think that what I need to do is have like one wall pip on the bottom of one of these, one wall pip on the top of one of these, and that's really all I need. Yeah. Yeah, that should work out in the exact way that I just said that it would. Well, actually, I don't want to push that up against a non-possessible wall. Yeah, but I don't want to do it like that. What I want to do is I want to do it like, I suppose it doesn't really matter what I want to do it like, because I can just do it like this. Once again, it's all actually quite simple when you look at it. All right, now I just need to get the other one on the top, which should be as easy as, again, just kind of doing this exact sort of maneuver. And that means that they can't absorb each other because there's walls there. And there you go. Yeah, a little bit tricky. A little bit tricky for the key-shaped level, I suppose. All right, so we got a recursive block to start with. We got a wall on the side. A possessible wall right here. Got a wall in the middle. Got this that I need to go from the bottom. Obviously, what's got to do is you got to have like the recursive thing on one side, that one on the other. I mean, really, it's just like, you know. How do I want to do this, though, is the question. I think naturally, the way that you're going to have to do this is by using you're going to have to use the wall to create, you know, like walls for the recursive block to exist on. So, for example, from here, I can just go possess this. I mean, and although this will work, it won't actually, because you can't solve a puzzle as the wall. All right, so what's the idea? I suppose it's like really all I got to do is I just got to go get the wall piece like here or on the other side, whichever one. It doesn't work. It doesn't matter. Which actually is quite simple to do, taking a look at it, because you just need to, like, you know, not do it like that exactly, but, you know, from like here. Trying to think of how I need to do this, because it's like it's fairly obvious that what I need to do. Yeah, it's like that's not going to work like that. That's going to loop constantly. I'm trying to think here, because if I try to push it from the side there, of course it's going to loop. I'm going to do a big think. Actually, no, I don't want it here. I want it in the middle. And being in the middle means, okay, yeah, no, that's... I got you. I got you. So basically, just kind of push you over to the side here. And then from the middle, I can push this one out, and then I can possess it. There you go. Yeah, no, that was actually pretty simple. Just took 1 second to kind of consider it. Because, like, yeah, going from the middle means that since you can possess anything that's on any level of magnification, whatever you want to call it, it's like, yeah, that's sort of the idea here. All right. Another recursive block. It's same basic concept. Same basic concept. Now, could I just... But I don't want it to go from there. I want it to go from here. But how do I do that? And that means that to do that, I mean, you can do kind of like the same basic thing. Push this like up here. But I'm not going to be able to like get that from the bottom. I can do that like there. Now, obviously, there is always going to be the smaller version within the recursive. Yeah, there's going to be a smaller version of that within the recursive block at any point in time. Now, I do have... Now, I want to get, like, either on the left or right. I don't think it matters. Is there... I'm thinking about it right now. Is there a way... Here, let me restart this. It's like, technically, you know, what I can do is I can go out like from this side. Is there a way that I could maybe... I don't know. Yeah, it's just like you're not going to have enough blocks to be able to do too much with. You can push that, like I said, you can push that out and everything. Well, I can just push this. Okay. So to think right now, it's like what I can do is I can just like push this against here. Push this. Actually, you know what? This should work. Yeah. Just, I do in fact have enough blocks to make this entire thing function just fine, as it turns out. So go just push this one onto here. And then go push the recursive one onto there. Yeah, using all of your blocks as a resource. That is... I'm noticing right now that this is the exact wrong order that I wanted to do that in. Anyway, try that one again. But yeah, you're given just enough blocks to be able to solve that puzzle easy. All right. Oh, man, look at this one. Okay, well, first off, I can just push this in here, being clone blocks. They work similar to recursive blocks, after all. So, what's the dealio? How do we do this one? Well, first off, what I can do, of course, is just, like... Are there any other like blocks that I can have? Because, okay. Do I have to? Okay, I'm noticing this right now. I think what I have to do is I have to get the clone blocks. Yeah, the idea here is that I have to get the clone blocks inside of the green blocks, which would work just like this. Yeah, and in fact, same thing with the exact opposite way as well. Yeah, because I was looking and I'm like, you can't push the wall in there. Wall blocks are not considered like valid blocks to solve anything. However, with two wall blocks, you can position anything anywhere that you want them to be. It's pretty great. So that makes that easy to just kind of get that working in that way. All right, and that just creates that as a recursive block by getting rid of the piece of wall there. All right, and then, I mean, yeah. Obviously, though, that's not going to work out quite in the way that I want it to. So what to do? What to do? I mean, well, could just push it. Yeah, it's like what I could do is I could just... trying to think, because what I want to do is I want to... That's just going to push it inside of that block over and over. Is there a way? I don't think... Okay, taking a look at this right now. I mean, I can do this, for example. Is that useful, though? I don't think so. You know, I do kind of like need to get the wall block out of here because that's the only way that I'm going to be able to get the green block out, right? And then, although that is useful in everything, actually, you know, they do give you the one little thing up here. Okay, I see what you want me to do. And then I can get the wall block back in place. Okay, there you go. That's the entire thing. That's why they give you that little block up there. Fairly simple puzzle solution once you realize that, yes, you might have that locked over on the side, but that doesn't mean that you can't do anything with it. All right, so we got a clone block, we got a recursive block, and we got 2 wall blocks. Well, I mean, you just kind of like push this out of here. Obviously don't want to push that one out of there. Clearly, what we're looking at here is wanting to push this down into here, which will make it a little bit more amicable to trying to push. Actually, not even that exactly, but that very close. But what I want to do is I want to do it the other way around first. Try that again. Because, yeah, push it into itself does not cause a Pushing it into itself does not cause a paradox in that way. Then you can just push that one right out. However, I mean, is there any way that I can clone the block? No, I think all I want to do is I just want to. I don't know. For some reason, I thought I had to have another block here. That is not true. That was not true. That's just the solution where you put yourself. All right. So colon are the possessible blocks. We've already seen that one. I am currently a wall, evidently. I can see in 2. I'm like, yeah, what you want to do is you want to do that. Then I can possess 2. All right. 3 has one on either side. That's where you got to eventually get you play a character. So I can just go push like 2 there. 3 seems like it's going to be a little bit trickier. So like 2, okay, I'm seeing this. All right, 3 needs to be in the middle. 2, and then 2. All right, that makes sense. So let's possess this one. And pretty much from here, what I gotta do. Yeah, I can push that there and everything, which is all well and good, but the real question though is, how do I get to 2? Oh, how do I get to 2 by just doing this? Although, well, it was a good idea at the start, and then I realized, I was like, oh, wait a second. No. Good try, though. You can go absorb 3 into 2. I don't know if that's very useful, though. I'm going to actually say right now, it's not. All right. Well, if I can get, like, the wall on the top or bottom, that would be the way to do it. Which, I'm going to be real with you. Why is that a problem to do that? Right, because of that. Right, because if I do that, then I go in the top or bottom of 2. So I can really only go in from the left side. Get that one working nice for me. 3, do you got anything that you can do for me here? It's like left or right for possession is going to work. However, left or right for possession is not quite what I'm looking for. And I can like do that, but it doesn't put it quite in the right location. Yeah, and then there. But it's like I need to have it over 1. I mean, I can possess myself here. But, yeah, what does that do for me, really? Three cannot be inside of itself. All right. Let's take a look at this carefully. Obviously, I can get each one of the, 2 and 3 away from the wall easy enough. The idea is that I need to go from the top or bottom in the middle there. And how am I going to do that? Perhaps by possessing 3. And I can kind of get this, wherever I want to. Do it like this. Yeah, if I can do I think I see. What I want to do is I want to do a chain of possessions. So do it like that. And what I want is I want 2 to be way on the left. Well, actually, first off, let's get these kind of here. Okay, so 2 to be way on the left. And then 3 to be smack dab in the middle, and then just kind of zoop, zoop. There we go. Perfect. Just got to do the whole wall of possessions to make that work. Yep, it is only 2. To no surprise, it's only 2 worlds this time with this whole... Tell me if you like this. Tell me if you like this, or if you'd rather have me just go back to the previous one, where I don't fumble around with puzzles forever as we go into infinite exit. That's right. It's becoming a real mechanic.